He's joining us live now. Sam, good evening. I know it's been a long day for you. Could you update us on the counting and tallying process? Has that begun? How is that going?
Well, Yvonne, it has been a long day, and it's going to be a very long night here in Siaya County. We've been in one of the polling stations that has just completed the counting of the presidential ballot papers, and maybe I just run you through the numbers that we've gotten out of the 4 polling stations in that particular center. That was Siaya County Hall polling center. Out of all the 4 polling streams, maybe I just run you through the numbers that we've been able to get at the conclusion of the tallying of the presidential ballots, and that is Raila Odinga, the Azimio presidential candidate, garnering 436 votes, while Deputy President William Ruto garnering only 9 votes in that particular stream. That was stream 1 for the Siaya County Hall. And on the second stream, this is the results from Siaya County Hall stream 3. Raila Odinga amassing 448 votes against William Ruto's 9 votes. Wajakoya getting only 1 vote in that stream, and Mwaure actually coming out with absolutely nothing. In the third stream, this is stream 4, Raila Odinga is walked away with 424 votes, while Ruto managed only 16 votes, Wajakoya 2 votes, Mwaure getting 1 vote. 4 rejected votes and 4 stray votes. Registered number of voters in that particular polling stream, 668 voters. And then the last stream, or the last polling station in that center, that is Siaya County Hall stream number 2. Raila Odinga, the Azimio presidential candidate, 435 votes. William Ruto, the UDA presidential candidate, 12 votes. Wajakoya 0, Mwaure 0, and number of registered voters in that particular polling station, 668. Of course, at the conclusion of the tallying at that particular polling station, we moved from the County Hall polling station. Now we are at Karapol Primary School. It is a polling center with 8 polling stations, and probably from what we've been able to gather so far is that well, as you can see right behind you is the vote tallying is being undertaken as we speak, and that is the presidential ballots being sorted out before they can actually do the counting. So essentially what they're doing is sort out all the ballots first, categorize them. Raila Odinga on one side, Deputy President on the other side, William Ruto, Professor Wajakoya on the other side, and of course Mwaure on a different side. Then after that, that is when now we begin the real deal of counting the votes as they were. And in Karapol primary, at least we have, out of the 6 polling stations, we already have at least from 2 streams, and that is Karapol Primary School stream number 2, where Raila Odinga has walked away with 474 votes. William Ruto, the UDA presidential candidate, only 7 votes. Wajakoya 0, Mwaure 0, and in stream 1, Raila Odinga also amassing 477 votes. William Ruto only 9 votes, and the rest garnering 0. Number of registered voters being 696 votes. So essentially, that will be our work this evening. We've already crisscrossed the county just to witness the voting exercise. Went on smoothly in majority of parts here in Siaya County, majority of the constituencies. The only issue probably that I could report is the functionality of the KIMS kit. In some areas, the KIMS kit did not function, and of course, the presiding officers had to take action to ensure that those who show up, there's an alternative way of identifying them before they can proceed to cast their ballot. And of course, the other issue really was the number of the elderly that showed up today to cast their ballots. Majority of them, they could not be identified biometrically, and of course, as I said, the presiding officers had to find alternative ways of identifying them. Of course, keying in the alphanumeric, that is keying in the ID numbers. And then, of course, from there, the details that show up from the KIMS kit, if they correspond with the details that are on the ID, of course, then they will be cleared to cast their ballot. So those are some of the issues that we encountered in our crisscrossing of Siaya County. 533,000, over 533,000, that is the number of registered voters strewn across 6 constituencies. Alego, Songa, where we are, that is the constituency we are in Siaya Town. Of course, there is Gem, there is Ugenya, Ugunja, Rarieda, and Bondo constituency. So, Yvonne, that is the exercise that we witnessed during the day, but critically now, we are in the exercise that most likely will go into the middle of the night, probably wee hours of tomorrow morning, just to try and collect, and tally, verify before the announcement is made. So we'll be here waiting, and we'll be here informing our viewers as the numbers come from the polling officials.